Jacqueline Jossa has contacted a mystery girl to quiz her over an alleged night of passion with her estranged husband Dan Osborne, Mail Line can exclusively reveal. The woman, who wishes to remain anonymous, was contacted by the heavily pregnant former EastEnders star on social media this week after Jacqueline heard on the grapevine that Dan, 26, allegedly had sex with the woman last summer, just months after their fairy tale wedding. In her message, the actress demanded to know if there was truth in the matter, insisting that she won't be angry with her if there is. Jacqueline wrote, "Hi, I've just been told something, and I need to hear it from you really. I'm not the type of girl to blame the girl etc. and all I want is the truth. Did you sleep with Dan Osborne after a night in Brickyard? I don't want things to get ugly. So I am just giving you a chance to tell me so that things don't get that far. Again, I'm not going to blame you, it's just a simple yes or no. I really need to know. Thanks Sick." Speaking to Mail Line, the woman claims she had a one-night stand with Dan last August after being mutual friends for a while and meeting by chance in an Essex bar. She alleges the former Towie star told her that he was on a break from Jacqueline and things weren't working out when they met. She revealed, "At the time I didn't want to split them up and felt sorry for Jacqueline so stayed quiet. I thought no one wants to hear that about the person they love, and it's not worth them separating over, especially as they have a family. I felt guilty as they were obviously in a relationship, but my friends reminded me that I was told otherwise by him, and I was single. I felt awful for Jacqueline, but didn't want to be the reason they split up. Now they already have, and she has asked me directly. I can't lie to her." The woman said she felt surprised, shocked, and awful when she heard that Dan was still with Jacqueline and had been consumed by guilt, so felt compelled to tell her story after Jacqueline messaged her. She said, "Yes, I felt guilty as they were obviously in a relationship, but my friends reminded me that I was told otherwise by him, and I was single. I felt awful for Jacqueline, but didn't want to be the reason they split up." On hearing the news of the couple's split, the woman said, "I thought maybe he had cheated on her again." The woman said she felt incredibly sorry for Jacqueline since the split, but said she's a smart girl, and if she chooses to stand by Dan then that will be her decision. Mail Line has contacted Jacqueline and Dan's representatives for further comment. The couple's split was revealed earlier this week. With reports stating the couple were getting into a string of heated rows and that Dan failed to contact Jacqueline during his recent trip to Marbella, causing their fierce disagreements. During said trip, Dan is said to have found solace in Love Island star Gabby Allen, but merely as a shoulder to cry on. Jacqueline appeared on Friday's Loose Women in a somewhat awkward interview, where she refused to divulge any candid details. She did hint, however, that there is more to her split from her husband of less than a year than previously thought. With her wedding ring still on during the chat, she confessed she's just trying to focus on their 3-year-old daughter Ella and their unborn child. She explained, "I'm good, honestly. I think when stuff goes on at home, it's not normal for it to be everywhere. But it's not necessarily true, or the reasons why you're not getting on at the moment. That's all I really want to say, but I'm all good." It has also been claimed Dan has moved out of the marital home and is now living with friends while the couple try to resolve their issues. Soon after the reports emerged, Dan took to Twitter to vent his frustration at the aftermath as he asked why it was men who always get stick whenever a relationship goes through tough times. Dan tweeted, "Whenever a relationship goes through tough times why is it always the man that gets stick? When in public worst part is, the people trying to give me stick etc. are people that do not know me, do not know the situation. So can please pee off. Appreciated." Another tweet followed soon after. "It had absolutely nothing to do with me working away, going away anywhere, or anything to do with me having a laugh with friends on a boat." Suppose it makes an interesting read for the viewers though, eh? This comes after The Sun reported that the actress was left furious when Dan failed to reply to any of her messages while soaking up the sun at a holistic boot camp with the likes of Gabby Allen and Stephanie Davis. A source explained to the paper that Dan was not on his phone much as the Spanish fitness retreat encouraged guests to take a detox from technology. However, his lack of contact reportedly infuriated Jacqueline, who was back at home caring for their daughter Ella, 3, and preparing for the birth of their second child. The insider said Jacqueline had been trying to get hold of Dan all week at the boot camp. She was messaging him all the time, and he just wasn't messaging her back. He wasn't replying to her much because he was either taking a session or joining in with one. That's what kicked off a huge row. She was 8 months pregnant at home alone, and he was busy at work. Hitting back fans who brought Gaby into his split from Jacqueline, the reality star wrote fiercely on Instagram, "Cozy with another woman. I am speaking and laughing with a friend. But of course, a man and a woman can't be friends in this day and age, can they? Also, you don't know me, don't know how I act." Jacqueline echoed his sentiment on Twitter and urged her fans to stop sending nasty comments about Dan, as they are still a team despite their issues. She said, "No one needs to comment and get involved in things they don't know anything about. Daniel and I are dealing with things privately as a team. There is always two sides to every story. Stop with the nasty comments, no one deserves them." It has also been claimed that the pair are simply taking a break from each other with divorce not an option, as they are still very much in love.